Welcome everyone to the first ever Loupe Market Report powered by SlabStox. My name is Aaron, the founder of SlabStox, a digital media sports card company covering the market trends, industry updates, all the hot or not in the sports card market. We are so thankful for Loupe for partnering with us to bring you all our content, and we are so happy to be a part of the Loupe community. So buckle up, enjoy the ride. This is episode 1, so much more on the way in the future. We hope you all enjoy the first episode of the Loupe Market Report. To start off today's show, we will be talking about the $5.2 million LeBron James sale. This happened a couple weeks ago through PWCC Marketplace on a private sale. A BGS 9 numbered out of 23 exquisite LeBron RPA sold for $5.2 million. The crazy thing about that card is that last year, the 9.5 version sold for $1.8 million, so I can't even guess what the 9.5 version would be worth now. However, this card did tie the Mickey Mantle 1952 Topps PSA 9 for the most expensive sports card sale of all time. We were discussing a couple weeks ago what we think might be the next card to surpass that. I think possibly a Pele card, potentially a Mike Trout Bowman Chrome Superfractor Auto BGS 9 if it pops back up for sale. But really, the wild thing is that every single day it seems like something new is happening in sports cards. And that's why we're happy you're here watching the Market Report. That's why we're happy that you're on Loupe's app, interacting with others in the community. We were just at the Miami Courtside Card Show this past weekend. I'll tell you what, there were so many people excited about sports cards, which is really amazing to see. I can't tell you the amount of people that came up to our booth and said, this is the first time I'm at a show, or I'm just so happy that you're here, like I came to see you guys. And it's just phenomenal to see the reaction that people have to actual in-person sports card deals, in-person sports card connections. And I think over time that's just going to keep on building, because that's what's going to keep people sticking around. I mean, that's why I'm here today shooting this video, is because I would go to sports card shows as a kid. So we always got to remember to pass it on, pass it along to the future generation. And with that, let's get into the first segment of today's video. Sam is here to cover the basketball marketplace.
SlabStox Sam here for your update on the basketball card market. On Sunday evening, Giannis Antetokounmpo took on Kevin Durant head-to-head, and in the matchup of the two best players in the Eastern Conference, the Greek Freak came out on top as the Bucks beat the Nets 117-114. Obviously, the Nets were without James Harden, which will certainly change the calculus of the matchup come playoff time, but it won't change how the Nets are able to match up defensively against Giannis, which is not very well at all. Contrary to the common approach, the Nets attempted to defend him one-on-one, not because they had anyone particularly suitable to guard him, but because there are no very strong defenders on that roster, and they definitely could not afford to leave any other Bucks shooters open. Now, the Giannis card market has been a bit stagnant through the year on the back of the two previous disappointing Bucks early playoff eliminations. In fact, since the beginning of February, his 2013 Panini Select PSA 10 rookie card is down 7% on auctions. Now, while I wouldn't say that the Bucks are locks to appear in the finals or anything really close to that, I do believe that this current Bucks team is going to make a lot of noise on a deep run through the playoffs, and a premier 7-game series between the Bucks and the Nets should really change the public perception on Giannis moving forward, regardless of the outcome. So keep a close eye on that series if it happens, because it could determine where the Giannis market is headed into next season. And then looking out west, at the moment, and that's a key detail, at the moment, the Denver Nuggets are slated to host the Los Angeles Lakers in their first round playoff matchup. Who knows what the Lakers will look like by that time, but we can have a pretty good guess about how the Nuggets will look. Nikola Jokic should be playing at his MVP level while the Lakers do everything they can to neutralize him, and Michael Porter Jr. will be scoring in bunches alongside of him. Since Jamal Murray went down, nothing has been able to slow down MPJ. He's averaged 25.6 points per game during that stretch, turning himself into the premier level scorer that we always knew he would be, and he's doing so on extreme efficiency. 57% from the field overall and 51% from the three-point land on 8 three-point attempts per game. His Optic Holo PSA 10 rookie card has been on the rise of late, up 56% over the past 3 months on auctions. Assuming that the Nuggets are playing the Lakers in the playoffs, he should be making the the same noise on the offensive end while on one of the biggest stages that sports have to offer, that being a Los Angeles Lakers playoff series. So expect even bigger things to come in Michael Porter Jr.'s basketball card market. Next, let's send it over to Nate for our baseball card update.
Thank you, Sam. I am SlabStox Nate here with Loupe for their baseball market report. Today we are going to be talking about Vlad Guerrero Jr. Topps Chrome X-Fractor PSA 10 from 2019 Topps Chrome. One of his best cards and one of the best players in the MLB to start the season. Vlad Guerrero Jr. has been amazing. We're talking a 337 average with a 486 on base percentage and a 628 slugging, which is good for a 1,114 OPS and a 215 OPS plus. If you're asking yourself what in the world is OPS plus, it just shows you how much better a player is than league average, where league average is a 100 OPS plus, and every 1 point you are above that is 1% you're better than league average. So a 101 would be 1% better hitter than league average. A 215 would be 115% better than league average. He has 7 home runs and 4 doubles on the year, and he has a measly 18 strikeouts to 22 walks on the year. Anytime you have more walks than strikeouts, that is amazing, and he's been good for 1.5 Baseball Reference wins above replacement on the year, otherwise known as B-WAR. So Vlad Guerrero Jr. has been one of the top young players in the league this year, and it's nice to see because he was a top prospect, number 1 prospect in baseball, and a top prospect for a number of years, and good, but not great, and now he is ascending into greatness territory, and with his ascension into greatness territory is also his ascension of cards into greatness territory. So we are looking at this X-Fractor today, this PSA 10 X-Fractor from 2019 Topps Chrome, and you can see on the screen that on February 12th, 2021, it was $400 for this PSA 10, and on May 3rd, 2021, it is now up to $700, a big increase of $700. Now you might be asking yourself, why are we looking at the X-Fractor and not maybe a base or a refractor or a numbered? And it's because I wanted to look at something that is rare, but still not like a numbered card, and an X-Fractor is his most rare of his non-numbered cards. If you're looking at pop reports for these bad boys, a refractor has 1,000 plus cards graded by PSA, a pink had 700 plus, a prism, Topps Chrome Prism had 500 plus graded cards by PSA, Sepia 400 plus, but the X-Fractor a measly 319, and if we're talking PSA 10s, refractors 814, pink 600 PSA 10s, prism 243 PSA 10s, sepia 367 PSA 10s, but refractor only had 189 PSA 10s. So this is one of his rarest, nicest, non-numbered cards you can get, and you can see that the price is going crazy. Only 8 sales in that 3-month period, but all the way up to $700, and I don't see it stopping anytime soon. Vlad Guerrero Jr. is on his way to be putting himself into the conversation of the Tatises and the Sotos and the Acuñas of the world. So if you're looking for some cards, think about Vlad Guerrero Jr. while you're at it. It doesn't have to be an X-Fractor, but think about some of his other Topps Chrome too. That's all I got for today's Loupe Baseball Market Report. Now on to Aaron for the Soccer Report.
Thanks, Nate, for doing that baseball report. Now we are here for the soccer report. We are talking about Erling Haaland and his 2019 Topps Chrome Bundesliga PSA 10. So Erling Haaland was the darling of the soccer season through the Champions League round of 16 as he was scoring a ton of goals. His cards were going up in value like crazy. As we can see, it topped over $4,000. This specific base PSA 10. 45 sales over the last 30 days on eBay auction. Up 103%. Even with that big dip. So after they got eliminated from Champions League, Erling Haaland's PSA 10 dropped significantly in price. Now is around $2,500. Some even trending a little bit lower on buy it now, around $2,300 now. For his future outlook, in my opinion, 2 things can happen. 1, if Dortmund makes the top 4 in the Bundesliga, that will guarantee them a spot for next year's Champions League. That's the only way that they can make it right now. If they do that, there's a chance that he stays because the Dortmund front office will value him on their club if they make the Champions League to make the round of 16 and drive the additional revenue. I had a conversation today with Zach, Premier Soccer Investing, about that, and I do agree with his take on that. Next thing that can happen is that Dortmund does not make the top 4 of the Bundesliga. He is not returning to Dortmund, and he is going to Real Madrid, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, some other club. most likely Man City or Real Madrid, and that will definitely, in my opinion, drive his prices forward throughout the summer. Now, things to consider. No Euro for Haaland. Norway did not make it. Probably no World Cup for Norway as well, and that is going to really remove Haaland from the international competition, which will hurt his prices a bit. But he has scored so many Champions League goals already before the age of 21. He's ranked number 1 on ESPN's under 21 list. Of course, some of you out there who are huge soccer fans might not agree with that list or ESPN soccer takes, but there's no denying that he's probably the top number 1 player under 21 in the world right now. So Haaland, absolutely dynamite player. He is dipping. It's up to you if you want to buy the dip. I think there's enough to go off of to buy the dip on this card, but in reality, you just got to wait and see what happens, because if he makes that big transfer, that's what's going to help him this summer. Otherwise, it'll be a pretty quiet summer for Erling Haaland. All right, everyone, that's it for episode 1. Thank you so much for watching the Loupe Market Report powered by SlabStox. Enjoy sports cards. Go pick up a sports card today or make a sale. Constantly be enjoying cards as we are as well. Thank you for watching the basketball, the baseball, and the soccer segment today. If you all have any questions on that, any concerns, be sure to reach out to us via DM. You can find us at SlabStox on Instagram or at our personal handles, which is just our names after SlabStox. And we'll be sure to talk sports cards with you all. Appreciate you all watching. Look out for episode 2 next week. And keep enjoying Loupe, SlabStox, the sports card industry. That's why we're here. See you guys next time.